down. Okay, so in this afternoon session, we're actually going to go through all of the different pieces of the underlying infrastructure that are making the demo happen. But before we do that, I kind of want to just check in on the running demo and see how things are going. So as you can see, we've got our Mesos dashboard up here showing all of the resources and all of the frameworks that are running on the cluster right now. And if we go over to the dashboard, we can see, looking at our metrics of interest, first of all, the response time as seen by the workload generators is remaining relatively constant, actually going down as we add servers, which is pretty awesome. If we look at the scaling for each of the applications, scatter is going up and to the right. Both the workload and the number of servers allocated are going up. One thing you'll notice is that we are not currently scaling Gradit. Basically what happened there was we discovered some kind of app level issues where even though all of the pickle queries and all of the RAD Lab stack was responding in less than 5 milliseconds for every query, as kind of Alan hinted at this morning, they were running thousands and thousands and thousands of queries per app request. So clearly more debugging tools are needed there. But if we look at, so scatter scaling up, so we're just not putting any workload against Gradit, so that's why it's remaining flat. But Comrades is also scaling up and to the right, and as you can see, the web server CPU utilization kind of peaks, and then we add more, and peaks, and then we add more. If we go down to the pickle stats, the pickle request rate is also going up and to the right, and kind of, I think the most important thing here is the pickle 99th percentiles remaining relatively constant, even as the data in the system grows by orders of magnitude. SCADS is also dynamically provisioning the number of servers, and you can see like each namespace is provisioned based on the load to that namespace. So here we can see scatter, Gradit's obviously remaining constant, and Comrades is already up to over 20 servers for just a single namespace. And then here we have Mesos, which shows all of the resource allocations. I can assure you that this is just a bug in our collection, and we did not actually allocate 2,500 cores and then give them up really quickly. So without further ado, now that we've kind of seen that things are still running, I'm going to go and sit down and actually start up a second batch of workloads since things are working so well. And I'm going to pass it off to Crystal, who's going to talk about Pickle.